Alrighty, so this is Deuce We the People News. Alrighty, just giving you guys fair notice. Again, this is the previous video with a different judge, the man, standing up in family courts. And when she actually recused herself, this is the next judge, okay? And by the way, this was Odessa, Ector County. And if you guys want to check out the whole thing of this court, just look court standing as a man, and this one's part 4. And this is my recording because I was in the house at the time of the court, and you're going to hear some scratches and scrapings and all that because my phone was in my shirt pocket, and every time I moved it kind of made sounds to do the investigation on the judge, let's say. All right, but that's the reason why you're going to hear it kind of, and I had to apologize for it. But if you want to hear this whole process of the court, like I said, this is part 4 towards the end, okay? I just wanted to give you guys a little idea between that lady judge and this judge, Jay Gibson, which was actually Joseph Gibson, so his oath of office was null and void due to using a false name, okay? And there was another judge after this one that squashed everything, okay? And just saying, never got that recorded or anything like that, but here we go. Oh, it's back up here. I'm jumping the gun way too fast. Here we go.
We're not waiting any longer. Let's go, go, go.
I'm sure they'll be 45 hours out there. Anyway, I thought we had one witness that wanted to testify. If that's up to you, do you want to call anybody?
So, to give fair notice, like I said, the scraping in there, a lot of it was due because it was that in the wintertime, and I was cold in that courtroom. I was shaking like a leaf, or I would have been a lot more quieter and a lot more still, but I was shaking. It was uncontrollable shakes. All right.
Ma'am, you come up here.
She's going there to be here. She's not alone. No, that's it. At this time, she's fine.
Okay.
She said her mind will all go.
All right, good. All right. So do you have any other evidence or testimony?
All my evidence is in the file that you all have.
Okay.
I stand here as a man by no other title, waiting on the claimant,
Any other
and
evidence?
yet it's still, he or she is still not set forth.
Any other
There
evidence?
is no subject matter.
Any other evidence?
It's all in the rebuttal. The affidavit is a fact.
So other than that, you have
Not
any other
opinion,
evidence?
it's not hearsay.
Here's the judge. Other than that, okay. Well, wait a minute. You got to read the paperwork, judge, to make actually a correct opinion or ruling, or however you guys want to look at it, right? You don't get just to ignore the paperwork. They do, but they don't get to.
All
Other
this is
than
all
that.
hearsay.
Other than that, you have any other evidence?
And just a reminder, he's the superior judge that was stepped in to try to rustle him up and get him in some form of jurisdiction. Again, never signed a contract or anything. And it was out of the first judge league due to the sovereign nature. and he still can't do nothing because no claimant ever appeared. Y'all, claimants are very important. Even with the Attorney General with family courts, they're the ones making a claim. Where's the Attorney General?
All back. There has been no rebuttal to anything I have filed in. Everything I have filed in stands as fact.
Okay, you have anything else?
Stop right there again, right? The other team is not filing rebuttals because the judge is on their side, but they had to rebut. And this is why I said in previous videos, always rebut. There are presumptions, okay? But this judge right here, just like the other judge didn't really completely ignore it all the way. And she just says it's basically out of my league, and I'm recusing myself out of this one. But this one is kind of standing still fast. Well, anything else? Anything else? Well, yeah, where's the rebuttal? Because when they file paperwork, he rebuts their assumptions, and they have a right to come back and rebut. And if they don't do it, they have no standing, people. Always remember that in court. It's educational purposes. I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Okay?
I've been waiting for the claimant to show up so we can actually get something going here. So meetings of the minds can take place. But so far, there ain't been meetings of the minds because I haven't seen a claimant come forward.
Do you have anything else, John?
To me,
Anything else?
still waiting for the claimant.
I'll take that as a no.
He said he'd take that as no, people. That's not a no. He's still waiting for the claimant. So when he said he'd look for a claimant, they didn't appear. Anything else? Still waiting for the claimant. And may be the same thing, but he still answered the question. So it's still not a no. He still answered the question. He's still waiting for the claimant.
It's okay for that judge to do a silence or acquiescence and say, I'll take that as a no because he did not answer. Well, he already gave an answer. I mean, this court has not happened since the claimant has not appeared.
John,
Just keep bringing them up. How many of y'all give me a command here?
where did
Okay, so at that point, everybody kind of raised their hands, right? We don't see him as a person. We see him as a man. So now there's witnesses seeing him as a man and not as a person. Okay?
What now? I'm trying to tell y'all the child. This is what's on the rest of y'all.
Where is the John? You know, there was a legal philosopher who said force is the power to manage. What that means is the way that the law is enforced is by force, but it's legitimized force in the sense that we follow certain processes. I have a whole lot of rules and things I have to follow. But at the end of
A judge actually said it. to get what the courts and officers want, they must take it by force. Did you guys hear that? He had no jurisdiction. So he's going to take what he wants without the jurisdiction by force. Just like you see these cop watchers and auditors, right? Filming. They have a constitutional right to do it. But they're going to stick these people in jail by force to get their point across. And according to their eyes, it's legitimized.
The rules and laws.
At the end of the road,
I'm not going to do all that action.
but at the end of the road, there's the force. Y'all gonna put me in the unhappy?
At the end of the road, are you going to make me put it in forced? No. Why don't you do what he asked? Show the oath of office, like you're supposed to. Show the jurisdiction in the matter. And actually show factual evidence that you do have jurisdiction over this matter. Show where the complaint it is. So that way you can have subject matter. Okay? Rules for the sheep, not for the kings.
Position of starting to arrest people and have people prosecuted. I mean, I expect my orders to be followed. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's just when I go through all this and they say, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Start arresting people and all that. So you guys, just so you guys know, while we were sitting in court, I believe it was on the last video that I'm not going to redo right now. So if you guys want to check it out, he ordered us to give the offspring to the mom. And, well, really nobody knew where the offspring was at the time. But he threatened the whole courtroom of this. Well, people, you're going to have to bring another case, Judge, because you have no authority to even order me such deal. You don't have no subject matter jurisdiction, in rem jurisdiction, or personal jurisdiction until you actually put me in court.
We don't have a claimant or something like that. I can tell you that when they lost
Well, somebody's making a claim and they wouldn't be in court. There has to be a claimant, y'all. And start arresting people and all that. Okay, he's talking about us in that courtroom, like me. Alright? And he automatically thinks he has jurisdiction over me. I almost popped up and says, oh, wait a minute, no. You have no jurisdiction over me. I don't have to comply to your crap, judge. Fake judge, or whatever he is. And since he's a senior judge, that he may be a judge. Okay? Most of them is magistrates. But he put himself in down status as a non-judicial, which means he's not a judge.
I have a claimant or something like that. I can tell you that when they lock the cuffs, you'll have a claimant on you. And I expect.
And I'm going to pause right there. And since education has grown over the years, right? When I say down status, right, he's not judicial. Well, what he did is put himself into administrative magistrate. Okay, he's not a constitutional judge. He's administrative magistrate. So technically, he can sue him, and you don't have the 11th Amendment immunity due to him not being in the judicial branch no longer.
This child to be delivered. If I order him returned, which I'm going to order him be returned. I don't have any evidence otherwise. I don't care if it's a piece of paper or another piece of paper or whatever.
I don't care if it's a piece of paper. Well, there it is. Right there, Judge. There's the piece of paper. You still don't have no jurisdiction. You still have not shown any factual evidence to anybody in this courtroom that he actually has an oath of office. Or actually jurisdiction.
That child delivered immediately.
Can I speak my mind, please?
To what?
Can I speak my mind?
No. Too late. The evidence is closed.
So, denied the witness.
If y'all follow these procedures, I could understand what's going on. But, I don't know.
I didn't get explain what you're talking.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fine and dandy following these procedures if you actually show that there's verifiable proof of you have an oath of office and or jurisdiction. The judge is one's claiming this, but with no evidence.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'm going to grant the relief that's requested, except I'm going to order that that she received the funds, but that all of his prior child support obligations are extinguished. So everything starts in the future, which would be, I guess, the first of next month. Okay. And in your order, well, that.
I'm not saying anything.
That's fine. Put it in the order. Put it in the order. All right.
I know it scratched me right then and there. He told him, I'm not signing nothing.
That because the residents expressed in court that the child be ordered immediately delivered back to this brother. Anything else? Thank you. For abuse of power? What's the name?
Hey, you gotta get better. I'm about to illustrate to the judge.
Hey, the child will be delivered.
Just on a side note, if words don't matter in court, why are they so stuck on the word child and not offspring? Right? Why are they so stuck on, person instead of man? Right? Because all laws are it's all circles around the corporate person.
I probably need to sign it. It'll be a
That's Spark communication right there.
No, you're here.
What he did is ask the attorney to actually call the judge on his personal phone. That is ex parte communication right there.
Somebody's presence is involved and it's not
But
expressed.
y'all are gonna make secret conversation outside of the court?
No, it's just to let me know the order's ready. Matter of fact, you can let Michelle not,
This board,
wait a minute, not talk to me. Just let her know. She'll call me and I'll come in. sign it if it's wrong.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if Mr. Rowe, well, the court asked Mr. Rowe if he has an email address, so I can make sure that he can remember his
Maybe you got an email on it. Okay. Well, if you don't want a copy of what he sent, then that's fine. Anything else? Thank you.
Okay, there's a couple of things that we did talk about, but I'm not gonna put it over there. Alrighty, there you guys go, y'all. It don't matter if you're gonna do this on your own, if you're gonna get an attorney. You know, beyond a shadow of doubt, these things drag on for years. Okay? You're either gonna do it by standing as a man or a woman for your offsprings, or you're gonna pay people thousands of dollars and do this and still be where you're at. Alright? I'm just saying. At this one.
Now I'm going to stretch that out. The woman involved in this, she did spend thousands of dollars and kept fighting this. And she went she went through like 3 or 4 attorneys, and they just could not get him to comply with nothing. And like I said previous, at the end, it was all squashed. Just saying. All right. These will be People News. Bye, y'all.